What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the week 1 recap of our 32-man subscriber league. And before we get started, we did have one person drop out, so that means we have one opening. First come, first serve, guys. Message me on Twitter at TFG_football if you want in the league. The opening is with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I also would like to have a waiting list. So everyone that wants to get in this league, do let me know on Twitter. Just let me know your gamer tag and I'll get you on that list. So let's run through the recap here, starting with the standings in the AFC North. Steelers and Bengals getting wins, Ravens and Browns getting losses. AFC South, Jaguars go into Houston, get a big W, and the Titans flip the scales in terms of real life, getting a big win, and the Colts as well. So AFC South maybe in this franchise a little better than they are in real life. AFC East, the Jets get the win against the Bills, and the Patriots do beat the Chiefs. AFC West, Broncos getting a big win. Monday night game. Super excited for this game tonight, but the Broncos beating the Chargers. This was the game of the week, and we will have a clip from this game at the end of this video. Raiders, of course, losing the Titans and the Chiefs as well. NFC, the Lions get a big win against the Cardinals. The Bears, Vikings, and Packers all get losses. The Packers got absolutely obliterated by the Seahawks, something like 63-3. And then in the South, the Saints getting that big win against the Vikings. The Panthers, Falcons, Bucks. The NFC South is undefeated. It's a great division in real life. So translating in this franchise as well. Myself and the Giants getting wins. The Giants won a close one against the Cowboys on that Sunday night game. In real life, they were terrible. And then the Redskins getting that loss to me. NFC West, the Seahawks picking up a big win, and then the Rams, Cardinals, and 49ers all dealing with losses. Now, as you can imagine, in a 32-man league, we had a ton of trades, so I'm going to run through these as fast as possible. Brooks Reed heading to the Broncos for a pick. Myself, I traded for Eric Walden for a 6th-round pick. The Raiders and Broncos swapping Brock Osweiler. And then the Lions getting Reuben Foster, Rashard Robinson, and what looks like a 3rd-round pick for TJ Lang, Kenny Golladay, and Jarrad Davis. Now that is a monster trade. I would say that the 49ers won that trade by a decent bit. And then the 49ers making another trade for Deshaun Jackson for Arik Armstead and some picks. An interesting swap there. I think I like that one. And then the Lions making another move with the 49ers. These two guys being very active. So the 49ers picking up Rick Wagner, Nevin Lawson, and a 3rd-round pick for Josh Garnett, Trent Brown, and Laken Tomlinson. So a bunch of offensive linemen there. Actually getting Laken Tomlinson back, who they just traded to the 49ers. And then we have Ethan Pochik and a 7th-round pick going to the Seahawks for a 3rd-round pick. Nice trade, I think, for the Seahawks. The Jets trading Brian Winters for Vance McDonald and a 2nd-round pick. I like Brian Winters a lot. He's a very good left guard for the Jets. Not entirely sure why the Steelers felt they needed another guard, but they make the move nonetheless. And then another trade. The Steelers receiver Juju Smith heading to the Steelers for Curtis Samuel, who must have been acquired earlier. Also a 6th-round pick involved there. And then the Ravens trading for Tyler Boyd for Matthew Judon. The 49ers making another trade here. A big one. Solomon Thomas, a 7th and a 4th for Jimmy Garoppolo, who will now be the starting quarterback of the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Looks like the Patriots also traded away a 1st and a 3rd-round pick. So a monster trade there, total blockbuster. But the Patriots now adding Solomon Thomas and Von Miller, so addressing that D-line, unlike real life. And then the Chiefs making trades with the Raiders. Michael Crabtree to the Chiefs for Ramik Wilson, a very fast middle linebacker, and a 3rd-round pick. And then the last trade that it's going to let me see here is Aaron Colvin and a 4th-round pick to the Jaguars for a 5th-round pick and Geronimo Allison. Now, I don't know why it's not letting me see all the trades, but there were a few other trades made, quite a bit more. On my end, at least, I will tell you the moves I made. So I acquired C.J. Anderson For a cluster of players, I traded away Vinny Curry, Jason Kelsey, and backup quarterback Nick Foles to acquire CJ Anderson, a missing piece for this Eagles team. I also am switching to a 3-4 scheme just as a matter of preference. So I acquire some outside linebacker types, Ezekiel Ansah. I also acquired Eric Ebron. I gave away Zach Ertz, Michael Kendricks, and rookie Derek Barnett, who I liked but was not going to fit the new scheme very well. And then I also acquired Shane Ray for Rodney McLeod, tight end Trey Burton, and then I also picked up a backup tight end in that deal, getting back Virgil Green. So myself making a lot of moves, also acquiring free safety Darius Butler, who I think is a very fun player to watch, now starting at free safety with the departure of Rodney McLeod. So a ton of trades being made, definitely a slight fantasy aspect to this, but with new owners, new coaches coming in, people want to adjust to their new schemes. So it does make sense that people want to make trades. So taking a look at the week's stats now, starting with the players of the week, DeMarco Murray, a monster game, 11 carries, almost 17 yards a carry there, 3 rushing touchdowns, a big receiving touchdown, and then Von Miller getting 6 sacks in his debut for the Patriots. Jameis Winston, that game was actually simulated, and then the Saints, Stephon Anthony gets 2 pick sixes, so congratulations to Stephon Anthony. And then just checking out the stat leaders here, we got Andrew Luck at the top for passing yards, passing touchdowns. Sam Bradford for the Detroit Lions traded there, a big week 1. And then rushing is going to be DeMarco Murray having a big week, but Joe Mixon having a big week 1 as well. Rushing touchdowns, we had a couple of guys with 3 touchdowns. Mike Gillislee, just like real life there, 8 carries, 36 yards, but 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, Tavon Austin, Travis Kelce all at the top there, Keenan Allen as well. Defensively, total tackles, it's gonna be Navarro Bowman, Alec Ogletree, Prince Amukamara with a ton of tackles. That is very impressive out of the cornerback position. And then interceptions was a bunch of Seahawks as Aaron Rodgers throws 6 interceptions, so an unrealistic stat line there for Aaron Rodgers. The Packers player is going to have to hone those in for sure. So that wraps up the look at the stats. I am going to play a few of the weekly highlights here. So coming out of my game here, 3rd and 18, Carson Wentz rolling out, decides to come up the middle, breaks a tackle, and then with the playmaker, get Alex Erickson going upfield for a big 3rd down conversion. Looking like real life Carson Wentz there. And then we got Steelers at Browns week 1. And against his former team in his first game, Joe Hayden gets the pick 6. How about that? Raiders-Titans game, a field goal to take a 2-score lead is shanked and then returned all the way for a touchdown. That looks like a Dory Jackson showing off that speed. So the Titans, a big play there. They end up rallying and winning that game big. And then I'm going to let the sound from this last game here take it away.
Hey. Yeah, baby! Woo! No, I'm not going to go for 2. I don't want to go for 2. What? Oh, face mask. Yes! Yes! Oh, no. Fuck me. That was ridiculous. He would have scored. He would have gotten it. Oh, my God. This is so stressful. Oh, it's pass interference.
So that does it for the weekly recap. Be sure to check in the description below. There are other channels covering this league, so you can follow the league and the games on other channels as well. So that does it, guys. Cheers. Peace out. We'll see you for next week.